everyone. Jack. So I found this game on Steam. The weird thing is I really like point and click games, and this one had, you know, some really nice looking pixel graphics. So I bought. Oh well, it was the first one. The first episode here, Silence, is actually free. So I played that. I was like, hey, I like this. I want to play the rest. So I bought the game. Season Pass, which is these 4 episodes. And obviously this last episode isn't out yet. As you can see, I got to the 2nd episode and then decided I actually wanted to stream it. So I'm going to restart episode 1. But this is I think it's a game about artists. But I'm not entirely sure what this whole game is about, but I hope you guys like it. Anyway, so let's go ahead and start. Milk. Train station. I'm assuming milk is somewhere in Austria? Do you have enough socks? You need plenty of socks. It's very cold there. Mama, you packed the suitcase yourself. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Krog, for the host. It's stuffed with socks. All aboard! All aboard for Vienna! You will write your mother, won't you? Every day, Papa, I promise. You're such a liar. But I love you anyway. All aboard! Last call for Vienna! So, welcome everyone from Krog's channel. Hi, I'm Keishara, and I'm playing some random game I found on Steam. Hey, Krog. How did your stream go? I'm not too bad. How are you? Mama, let the boy go. He will get in trouble if he's late. Dear boy, take care, take care. Yes, Mama and Papa, you take care too. Take care. Ooh, you did a run on IOG. Ooh, not a bad run. That's nice. Wilma left them first on this ferry train. Mommy. So this first episode is about Wilma. Vienna Music Academy. Not a bad run is nice. So this is just a regular old point and click game. Myself. Arthur, where are you? You asked me to come to your office. Here I am, waiting. Maybe, at last, you want to talk about us? But you're so shy, Arthur. You don't know where to begin. Oh, don't be silly, Wilma. You keep hoping it will happen, but it never will. Oh! I could have clicked somewhere else, oh well. I'm glad you're here. I just had to see you. Sorry I'm late. So, I guess Arthur is our music professor? I'm assuming. Where have you been, Professor? Please, call me Arthur. Where were you, Arthur? Well, to be quite honest, yes. Wilma, your performance at the salon. It was incredible. The guests could not believe their ears. Oh, yes. They seem to enjoy the music. They want to hear more from you, Wilma. We need to keep up this momentum. How's the new composition coming along? I'm progressing. Music is so new. It entices. It challenges. I think. No, I know that we are about to achieve something great here. The future of music. Arthur, we must build on the success of your performances. If we stop now, we'll squander this opportunity. We have to keep moving. Keep working. We have to establish your name. Well, that is... What is it? I've started composing it, but... Oh, Arthur, I'm stuck. I'm horribly, horribly stuck. I don't know how to complete it. Wilma, don't say that. We've come so far. Everything we've worked for. I can't bear to let you down. I know what's wrong. It's the pressure from the Institute, from everyone clamoring for your attention, recognizing you on the street, and even more pressure from me. No, it's not you, Arthur. You need to change. You need a change, sorry, that's clear. Listen, I have a cabin in the mountains. You'll be able to work there. Thanks for the house, Dragon Dark. Would you come with me? That would hardly help your reputation. Hey, Happy. You need time alone. The quiet. Yes, quiet. I'll take care of things here. Arthur, I can't. I'm not asking. It's settled. A carriage will pick you up tomorrow. There are plenty of supplies in the cabin. Oh, man. Dude, we totally just got, like... Say now. Packed lately. You're not bringing your old violin, are you? Of course I am. Playing that old violin relaxes me. You'll have to walk the last part of the way. It's quite a hike. I'll manage. Very well. I do think this is for the best. You will be completely alone. No distractions. Somewhere in the Alps. Oh, great. Almost there. Just a little bit further. Mountains. Just a few more steps. Dark clouds. Phew. I have finally arrived. That's it. Arthur's cabin. Arthur, I hope so much that you're alright. An inspiration is waiting for me down there. Path leads from up here to Arthur's cabin. The forest up here is so dense. The trees are thick with needles, you almost can't see through it. Telephone lines. Telephone poles. The only connection from this place to the outside world. Mountains. A spectacular view. That must be the cabin at last. Hopefully, inspiration waits for me down there. Dark clouds hang over the mountains, almost as if they are waiting for something. Yes, this is a point-and-click adventure. The wind is growing stronger. It won't be long until the storm is here. I'd better hurry. Looks like a storm is brewing. I might just make it there before the rain. Tell me how the sound is. Hopefully it's not too loud. The Lion's Song. Episode 1. Silence. Actually, you can play the first episode of this free on Steam. If you're interested. I bought the season pass because I liked the first episode, so... I have all of the episodes, including the one that hasn't come out yet. I made it just before the rain. Hopefully it will stop soon. The walk up here was exhausting. Alright, Wilma, it's time to unpack your bag. My violin. Violin. Despite its battered appearance, it still has the most beautiful tone. It started to rain. How long will the storm continue? Mathematics. Despite its similarity to music, I barely understand it. Poetry book. There are several poems in it. Rilke, Hofmannsthal, and a few other authors. Let's see. Ah, here it is. A Panther. I will read it later. Tonal Diversity by Professor Arthur Cabin. I didn't know he had written a book. The melodies are strange. Pile of letters addressed to Arthur. Should I read them? Read Congratulations! My dear Professor Cabin, I would like to congratulate you. I had the honor of listening to a minor concert by your student Wilma Dorf in the saloon recently. Many in the audience seemed bewildered at first. Whom, excuse my profession, you'd have in tow. There have been so many child prodigies. But this was different. As this young composer's music played, I couldn't quite believe my ears. But soon the strength of her music became clear to all. At the same time, enlightenment, as did mine. My heartiest congratulations. You must be very proud. You have transformed this rough diamond into a brilliant gem. I will be eager to hear her next composition. Until then, be so kind as to send my regards to your young artist. Your friend, Gustav. Professor Kavan, I hope you may recall the stimulating discussion we recently had in the saloon. My name is Gret... how do I say this? Gret Laonixak, and I am a frequent visitor there. Some mistake me for a critic. I'm not. But I would describe myself rather as an intermediary. Congratulations, you are sticking your nose into things you shouldn't. I unite creative minds, promote the exchange of ideas. In this culturally exhilarating time. Done. Like many, I'm an admirer of your early work. I have been following your initiatives regarding modern music, and the young student who performed for us today is a promising talent. I hope we could continue our discussion at your convenience, of course. Yours in anticipation, Gret Laonixak, a painter. My dearest Arthur, I'm writing to you in the knowledge that, like me, you are a great admirer of every kind of art. Sadly, I know you missed a recent exhibition in the saloon. The artist was a young man named Franz Markert. His paintings are very special. Portraits, but none like you will have ever seen. They somehow capture every facet of a person. When I saw them, I immediately thought of you. Luckily, I've managed to acquire one or two of his works. I'd like you to see them and tell me your opinion. To be honest, they remind me of the new music you are pursuing. And they are erotic in a very special way. Male and female both. I would be very interested to know what you think of them. Your friend, R.M. There are no sketches here. Must be in Vienna. Don't read any of the laters. Maybe I will read more later, but I read them all. Locked. Locked. Position. She doesn't want to think about it. Telephone. I should unpack first. My materials are still in my luggage. My bag. Lamp. The lamp casts a dim light. The flame dances quietly to and fro. Flares up briefly before subsiding. I'm starving. There should be a sandwich in here somewhere. Music paper. Ah, here it is. Oh, a letter. Who's it from? It says, open upon arrival. My dear Wilma, I hope that you had a trouble-free journey. I'm sure you have started writing already, inspired by the beautiful surroundings. Read on. However, I have a confession to make. Perhaps he has written something about us? Before your departure, I started to organize a concert at the Musikverein in Vienna. I was able to convince a few illustrious colleagues to offer their works. Read on. I had to call in many favors, but Mr. Schronberg, Mr. Berg, and Mr. Mahler have all agreed to participate. It will be a glorious evening, and your composition will be the centerpiece, the grand finale. Wilma, imagine it! I understand that this is all very abrupt, and for that I apologize, but now is your time. The musicians start rehearsal next week. The piece must be ready by then. In anticipation of your return, Arthur. A concert? 1 week? How is this less pressure? Arthur, how could you? The storm is almost here. How am I supposed to write something if I can't go outside? I'm trapped here, with the storm outside. Within me, silence. my old violin. Yeah, some stuff. Sandwich! Oh my goodness. Hello? I can't pronounce this. Jetemnecto? Excuse me? Oh, German. Yes. Are you sure you have the right number? Well, my name is Leos. You see, I just had this apparatus installed today. I wanted to try it out, to see if it really works. If I would be connected to anyone at all. You can hear me, can't you? Yes. Amazing! I wonder if... Are you close by? Where are you? It's a random guy on the telephone asking me where I am. I want to keep this to myself. In a different country? Maybe even on a different continent? In a cloud? Far away. I mean, if I'm in a cloud, I'm also far away. I'm in a cloud! Ha ha ha! I would have never dreamed of this. I was told you can speak over long distances, but to actually hear a voice, it's amazing. I can now finally talk to my niece, Nicole. Stomach grumble. What was that? What was what? Noise just now. I didn't hear anything. I hear this noise every day when my guests come to me with empty bellies. Are you an innkeeper, Leos? I am. Best dumplings in all of Bohemia. Wonderful when they're fresh out of the pot, with rich, hearty sauce. Stomach rumbling when you cut into one and the steam comes out. Please stop, you're torturing me. Ah, in reality, they taste even better than they sound. I wish I had some here right now. Of course you wish that. Oh, I apologize. Sounds like you are very hungry. It was a pleasure talking to you, Madame... I'm very sorry. Where are my manners? I didn't even ask your name. My name? Will you tell me your name? I'd rather not. I understand. Well, Madame, it was a pleasure undertaking with you. My very first talk on this machine. The pleasure was all mine, Leos. Even though you would not tell me your name. You're torturing me now, Madame. Which apparently she thinks that's funny. Say, do you think we could talk again sometime soon? They gave me a number. 122 or 1255. Perhaps I will call sometime. Hope so. Thank you for your call. Goodbye, Madame. Okay. Time for my sandwich. Violin. Composition. Music. Okay. Munch, munch. I don't even have to say anything. May not be a dumpling, but it tastes delicious. Hey, Lethelin. I am so tired. It was just too much for my first day. Don't do— oh, she fell asleep on the table. At least go to a bed? Question mark, is there a bed? Outside, behind the buildings, the sun is rising. Beside Wilma, someone stirs. Oh. Oh. Uh-oh. How much did we drink? I don't feel drunk. This can't be mine. I could never afford them. Is that my dress? What have we done? How much did we drink? Drink. Quiet. Wilma, are you awake? No. It's late. How did we get here? I have to leave. Wait, something's wrong. I mean, this is what I wanted, but I really have to go. I'm expected at the Institute. We've been together such a short time. Ha ha ha! We've been together all night and we didn't get much sleep. Oh my. Ha ha ha! Did I learn my lessons well? Yes, and you are my student. We should not be together in the first place. Is that what we are? Together? Secret lovers? Student and teacher? Distant church bells chime the hour. This art is like really good. Like shadows and stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and guess by the waving of this stuff is that she's dreaming. 6 o'clock. I'm already late. What could be so urgent? Today I'm getting Schronberg's contribution. I have to be there. It will be marvelous. Arthur, we should talk. Imagine the looks on their faces when their song is played. Uh-oh. What are you doing? Imagine where you could be in a year. Stop! You're hurting me! The future of music. No! Ow! Arthur, no! Day 2. It was just a dream. Just a dream. Arthur, I was finally with you, but no, I have to write this composition. But how do I start? Come on, Wilma, concentrate. You've done this before. Anything could be an inspiration. Violin? Damon, my violin. All its scratches, nicks, and cracks. I got it from my father back then. And Otto always tried to steal it. I hope Otto and Mama and Papa are doing well. Play a melody. A melody, of course. I will just play. The music repeats itself. Motifs, melodies, and rhymes, which Wilma has played many times before. Never really surprising. Almost boring. Tones seem to linger long after. A reminder of all the times she's played. Ever written harmonies. Maybe their time is now. Wilma writes the harmonies down. What was that? I can't hear melodies in this tune. There are several noises. I can't. A mighty booming. A blood-curdling squealing. A relentless creaking. Only I could block it out. The wind rattles in the cabin. The beam creaks. Okay. I'm gonna try and get the... I'm sure that probably is just as grating on your guys' ears as it is on mine here. Is that better? The beam creaks. The fibers in the wood bend and snap. The noise blurs. It fades away. Paraffin lamp. The lamp. The wind shaking the cabin makes it sway. The squeaking noise gets under her skin. It's back again. Always audible, even when it isn't. I can block it out. I know I can. Noise slowly fades, blurs, dissolves, and is gone. For a split second, a melody can be heard, but it vanishes instantly. Damn it. Outside? In the valley the storm rages. With all this wind, howling wind and pounding rain, how can I concentrate? Perhaps I can block out the noise of the storm. Storm booms overhead, and the wind and the rain are so loud. I'm glad I don't have to be out there. Each drop of water falls from so far, forming quietly. The droplet whooshes downward, falling at last to earth, thundering on leaves, grass, stones, from there to my ears. The sound blurs and fades away. Suddenly it is quiet. Far, everything's familiar, separated by stone as the old world is itself. She is alone, a powerful harmony separating melody. Can't tell from here where the telephone lines go. Big forest. It's a wonder I didn't get lost. Green. Clouds still roil the sky. Doesn't look as if the storm will be over anytime soon. Keyflower. Why did he leave them out here on the porch? Strange. Why does Arthur have flowers here? Still royal in the sky. Mountains loom high above me. Vienna is somewhere beyond the mountains. Home is even farther. Wonder it didn't get lost. Yeah, it is. Finally, I can start writing. Darn it. Ignore the call. Not now, Leos. People hold their breath with excitement, their eyes sparkling with excitement. They move away, then move closer. She hears the footsteps and the clinking glasses in their hands, senses their glances. Everything comes together. A harmony engulfing the melody, giving it strength. How can I? It's like this. Hello, Badoo McFluffy. What then? Oh. No, don't. Oh, Wilma. Don't sleep. I know, right? Didn't she just get up? That's what I thought. Where am I? In another dream, I'm going to assume. Rain? Hell. Why? Why can't I move? Oof. I can't move. I'm paralyzed. Rain. The water is rising. My feet. The mud grips them like dead hands. That's creepy. I've got to get out of here. Hello? Is someone down there? Water. The rain thunders on the water's surface. The water is rising. The stones are slippery and wet. Even if I could move, I could not climb up them. Hello? Is anyone down there? Yes, down here! The rain is too loud! I can't hear you! Well, that's convenient. Get me out of here! Oh, rip us. Can you climb up? No! My feet are stuck in the mud! How did you get down there? I must have fallen in! Don't panic! It's a difficult problem. The water is rising! Please do something! The stones are slippery. I don't want to fall in. Wait here, Wilma. I'll try and get help. Oh, wait! How do you know my name? I can't hear you. I will try and find help. Arthur? Hey, Xcodes. Storm has gotten worse. Day 3. Just a dream. This is all too much. If only I could leave. No, I must finish the piece. I owe it to everyone. Melody. It's right on the tip of my brain. Wilma, concentrate. Another noise. Tick, tock. Or not something else. The noise is coming from in there. Cool. You can tell that it is there. A melody is hidden between the layers of music. Thick forest. It's a wonder I didn't get lost. It seems as if they want to pull the valley together with them. How could I bring this into my composition? Single notes appear, but barely audible, and begin to gently push the composition forward, becoming ever stronger and finally joining the harmony. Yes, like this. Mountains loom high above me. Vienna is somewhere beyond the mountains. Home is even farther. Clouds still roil in the sky. It doesn't look as if the storm will be over anytime soon. Can't tell from here where the telephone lines go. Oh, flowers. Oh. Why did Arthur leave the flowers on the porch? Oh, here's a key. Convenient. Flowers. Odd. 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 This ticking noise won't let me focus on the melodies. Cabinet door. Pocket watch. I've got it. Tick of the old watch shatters in her imagination. The fragments dissolve and then gradually fade into silence. Dusty, but empty. Drawer is locked. A state that is to be preserved during a transformation can be recovered by applying another transformation. The transformations over a course of a piece of music. Can one prolong an emotion through variation? Variation from a fast tempo to a slow tempo. Reify, yes. It's wonderful. No! And stay awake. No, don't sleep. Must stay awake. Her eyelids become heavier and heavier. In the haze of fatigue, the notes in her music become a blur, and quietly new ones emerge. Dusty. No, no! She fell asleep anyway. Darn it, Wilma! You just woke up. Oh my goodness. Hello? Leos? Good evening, Wilma. What do you want? Funny you would ask that. What do you mean? Why do you always try to make other people happy? But I don't. So what do you want? I want to be successful. Ah, that's more like it.
It's me.
At last we're talking about what you want. I believe you can be successful. But what are you going to do to achieve that success? I don't know, but I will do whatever it takes. Good. Well, you had better get back to work then. Vienna deserves to hear your music. Creepy! Day 4. Storm. It's here. Oh no, 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 no! Storm. The lightning. The thunder. Can I block them out? Go away! No! It doesn't work this time. Go outside. I hope the cabin will survive the storm. I'll be able to finish. I can't fight like this. I will drown in the storm. Arthur will never talk to me again. I will have to leave Vienna. The storm is here. It's on top of me. I know it. I can't write like this. I will drown in the storm. All of these notes in my head, I cannot let my fears control me. Maybe I can block them out. I have to try. Maybe I won't be able to hear the music anymore. Better to let them stay. No, it's too risky. Block out the fears of voices and the voices become louder. Stop it! One by one, the voices fall silent. Stop it! I can do this! As the voices fade, she has a sudden realization. Her heart steadily beats. She feels the air filling her lungs, the oxygen in her blood, and the warmth in her fingertips. And in constant ephemeral rhythm. Yes, that's good. I love the sound of the rain on the windows. You just said you didn't like it. The soft tapping of raindrops against the glass has a magical kind of symmetry to it. Tender melody feels very near. That's good. Flames flare up from time to time, struggling for air. Flickering, flaring rhythm for the composition. Yes, that's good. That was the last sheet of music paper. There's still something left to write. The finale. There has to be some space for a few notes. No! Where will I get something to write on? Sketches? I need staff paper. Word letter. There's no more spaces on it. I need blank paper. Letters? Can't write on this. Why doesn't Arthur have blank staff paper? Unfinished composition. The back of Arthur's composition is clean. I need the paper. I'm sorry, Arthur. Just looking at her music lifts her mood. This is my best work so far. Melodies flow through her mind, while the rain falls on the cabin. Now a dedication. Sure. For my brother Otto. Without whom my music would not exist. So this is the Lion's Song. Yeah, Great Hall of Music Verin. The auditorium at the Music Verin is packed. A composition by Schronberg, Mahler, and the others have already been played. The mood is tense, expectant. Seems as if the whole city of Vienna is here. But now is not the time to be nervous. Lion's Song. The sounds and melodies. Wow, Florent, thank you for the sub with Twitch Prime. Thank you very, very much. Oh, I missed some lines, it's okay. Thank you very much for the sub. Expand with wide, distant perspectives. Form pictures of familiar faces and places. Pull the audience with them. Quiet to a calm, bright spark. Branch, split, and spread. Seem far away all of a sudden, muffled as if heard through falling snow. I mean, I would definitely say that Magus Cup is definitely the most hype emote of all, unless you have Magus Gold. Persisting, yet changing from moment to moment. Now, peaceful, like a warm voice from far away. When the last note has been played, it seems as like everything fits, everything in its proper place, just so. Music. What are these things I just got? Write a piece just for yourself. Everything fits together perfectly. As the curtain falls, Wilma leaves the stage and disappears behind countless musicians. Anyway, thank you again, Florent, for the host, or for the sub. Holy crap, you know, I'm not used to receiving subs. In the next episode of The Lion's Song, visit the Viennese art scene. As a young artist with a unique gift, I see people differently. The Lion's Song, Episode 2, Anthology. SEO projects, marketing and PR. Thanks to Caddy, Nickel, Ani, Ellery, Annie, our friends and families, and Polygons. Lots of people. Thank you, lots of people. Holy crap, that's a lot of people. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of people. Sound effects and music. Want to clap. Okay. That was episode 1. Let's see. Ooh, decisions. 9% also kept Wilma's name from Leos. 22% didn't talk about Nicole to Leos either. %, tried pushing through the sleep as well. 45% said they wanted to be successful as well. 44% also tried to block Vilma's voices. Okay. Start. Vienna. Empress Elizabeth train station. And I didn't think about it before, but I'll be right back. I want a piece of candy. Indeed, candy. Vienna, Empress Elizabeth train station. Now, Frida, you'll be good when I'm gone? You'll pine for me every moment? Oh yes, Paul. Every moment. Why don't I believe you? Why don't I believe that you'll be true to me when you're gone? Ah, well. We've had some fun times, haven't we? Yes, we have. All aboard for Vienna Central. Next stop, Vienna Central. Next stop, Vienna Central. Last stop, who knows? Go. Before I actually start to miss you. We couldn't have that, could we? May I join you? Of course. Plenty of room. Thank you for the candy, Dragon Dark. Vienna, inner city street. I wonder if I can actually talk and eat candy at the same time. Oh, come on, Granddad. You promised you'd introduce me. Yes, yes, I know. Have you changed your mind? This is it right here. Ah, Klimt? The others? Will they be here? You know what I think of these people. I know, I know. I appreciate you doing this, believe me. My somewhat distinguished guests, and various other hangers-on. May I have your attention, please? I give you the two Margarets. Oh, hey. Clap, 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 clap. These must be... one of these guys must be the artist that we read about in the letters. The mountain climber and the artist. Formidable. Ladies and gentlemen, young Franz is an artist. I found on the wrong side of Danube. Oh, where I myself also live. To be precise, I found one of his paintings. You see, the young artist is like a lion, strong and ferocious, and always on a hunt for better painting. What the heck is that? I hope to find a suitable model at this gathering. Ah, ooh. What is it you told me, Franz? You were able to look into a person's soul? No, Gustav. I would not be so presumptuous. Franz here threw out one of his pictures. It almost hit me. And on some level it did. You're all very familiar with the painting in question. There it hangs. Woman with violin. If you have the energy, let us welcome this promising young painter into our society. Who are you going to paint next, Franz? Yes, who? One of the ladies, maybe? How witty. What the heck, man? This guy sees things. Excuse me, Alphonse. Sturdy-looking gentleman. Uh-huh, Marker. Your art is very new, isn't it? Agreed, he's very new. Yes, indeed. Wonderfully new. Thank you. Have you decided on your next model? Not yet. If you'll excuse me. Let's get out of here. Aprons? No, not until I find my next subject. He's deep in conversation with the young lady outside. Don't get any bright ideas that I will be your next subject. How do you choose your models? I choose whoever I want to spend time with. Whoever best fits my needs. Your needs? I have the paintings in my head before I even start. I want to show the world the layers I see. And your next model must be someone interesting. Was there something else? Did I make a good first impression? I love you. You'll fit in here perfectly. So weird, man. Was there something else? No. I'll talk to you later. Herr Moritz, please excuse me. You're right. Joseph has been waiting for me since he arrived. Margaret! How much are your paintings worth? How much does one go for? Are you interested in buying one? Yes, woman with a violin over there. Say, was she a real model of yours? Or did you paint this portrait from imagination? That one is already spoken for, I'm afraid. Limp wanted to have it. Or free. After all, I did throw it on his head. Is not the success of an artist measured, as all things, in money? Do you think only in terms of money? Don't be so hard on me, young man. I'm a merchant banker. We tend to do that. How do you measure success? It's very real. It's measured in followers. Is it, though? It's not something that can be measured. Many at my bank would disagree. I'm successful. Painting me might change your mind. I will certainly consider your generous offer. Excuse me. Oh. A gramophone. It's playing some uninspired song. Limped. The violin. Wilma Dorfel was a difficult model. Young, driven, unsure of herself. I did my best, but something is missing. Was it her who missed something? Did I miss something? You think so? As always, it has been a pleasure talking to you, Joseph. Bye. Enjoying yourself, my boy? Anything I can help you with? I need to be sure of my next model. My career could depend on it. Good luck on your hunt. Any thoughts on who I should talk to? I'd suggest talking to Fraulein Lau... Oh gosh, it's the lady with the name. Lauenexec. The art critic. That's her over there in the red dress. Oh, the lady that's been running away from me? Of all the people here, she's the most interesting. How do you know her? I've known her for years. She's a very close friend of mine, but a very tough critic. I'm holding up. How about you? Actually, I'm fine. Not as bad as I thought it would be. See you, Granddad. Luck on your hunt. Alright, lady. Talk to me. Pardon me, please. Holy crap, lady. Here we are again. Found him. I feel like I'm on the reason rad. I'd like to start over. I'm Franz Markert. My name is Greet Lonizek. There. Was there anything else? What? Listen, I'm talking to you for Joseph's sake, but I can hardly respect you or your work. Excuse me? I'm sorry. It is not your fault. It's all right. I'd like to paint you. Ha! Paint me? Are you serious? Thought I was serious. I doubt you're skilled enough to see me for who I am. Let alone paint me. It's true, I see no layers in you at all. One-dimensional, am I? Then you won't mind if I take my leave. You misunderstand, I meant no disrespect. Uh-oh. Go after her! Chase her! Oh, man. I don't know why I can't talk to these other people. My career depends on it, thanks. Well-rounded gentleman. Well, have you decided? Will you paint me? Am I successful enough for you? I don't know. What do you mean? How to explain it? It's like digging for gold. You have my attention. A miner uncovers layers of earth and rock, looking for gold. I must uncover layers of your personality. I understand the analogy, although I think you should stick to painting. You would make a poor miner. I'm sure you're right. I confess I would have thought a banker to be the last person to understand. We are far more alike than I would have imagined. More than ever, I would like for you to paint me. What's your name? Reynard Moritz. At your service. Is there anything else I can tell you? How much are you worth? Let's just say the bank is doing quite well. What do you do with all the money? I invest it. In technology? I'm not particularly interested in progress for its own sake. In 1898, I invested in telephonic devices. But munitions? Arms? I do not know. A most interesting discussion. Have I convinced you to paint me? A few layers down? You might find me a greedy, lying bastard. Yes, I might. But flawed subjects can make interesting portraits too. If you'll excuse me. Okay, I assume that this guy is also... You see something in me, don't you? I see something, yes, perhaps. Strength? Vitality? Something of interest, to be sure. What is your name? Lieutenant Alphonse Bach, 49th Infantry Brigade of His Majesty. A lieutenant, yes indeed, and an art lover. An art lover? My presence here should attest to that. What's your favorite painting? Danae by Klimt. It's very good. Yes, indeed it is. Hehehehe. Who's your favorite artist? So many great artists in Austria today. But I'd have to say Klimt. Do you know many people in the art scene? Well, of course. You know, hey. But I'd like to get to know you. While you paint me, perhaps? Modeling is not for the easily bored. Painting can take weeks. However long it suits you. Unless there's a war, of course. Well... Thank you for speaking with me. Markert! Excuse me. I have to choose one. Herr Moritz, Markert. You wanted to purchase one of my paintings? Yes, very much so. I'll see whether I'll find something in my workshop. A few sketches, perhaps? That would be wonderful. Oh boy, what do you guys think? Should I get this Alphonse guy or Ritz? Franz Markert. These other people I can't even talk to. Oh, maybe it's out her laughing. Her out there laughing to whoever this other guy is. I know, right? I wanted to paint her too. Like, these ladies look like they're hanging on this guy. Is he, like, yawning or what? Assuming, like, this weird bulge is her hat thing? So is she, like, crying or something? You know what? I'm not sure. We need the money. I'd like to paint you. Ah, I feel so honored. Where and when? My workshop. At your earliest convenience. Splendid. I shall see you there. Alright. Pick the rich guy. Oh, must not forget grandfather. He's right there. He's not gonna see. He's like not going to miss you going out the door. Grandfather, I found my next mother. Great. So are you ready to leave? I know I am. Yes, let's go. The Lion Song, Episode 2, Anthology. Cash. You got me. We can walk around Pixel Vienna. This. I wanna walk in there. Oh. City Hall. Love the park in front of the City Hall. Take just a moment here. Motive Church. What a sight. Berg Theater. Oh. Truly one of Vienna's finest buildings. I got an achievement. Tourist. Right. Let's go to my workshop. Oh my goodness. Yes. Good day. Huh. Please have a seat, Herr Moritz. A divan. I'm told that the psychoanalyst Freud provides one for his subjects as well. Those clothes you've chosen should do nicely. You look much like a prosperous banker. Evermore, it's undress. Perfect. I wish we could save, because I just want to be like, undress, but... Those clothes you've chosen should do nicely. I expect all portrait artists flatter their models so. Thus, may the fee be adjusted upwards. Are you comfortable? If I may, I think I'll stand. You must stand after all. I've never had a model worry about my comfort. I assure you I'm used to standing. This way we achieve the necessary rapport, I think. If you're ready, we can begin. Would you mind if I asked you about yourself as I paint? Only if I may ask you some questions as well. Then it becomes a conversation instead of an interrogation. As you wish. Then ask away. Why did you decide to become a banker? It was decided for me, I'm afraid. My father was a banker, as was my grandfather. And on through the generations. However, we have a tradition. Somewhat rare in my profession. We value people as highly as we value money. From how much do you usually sell one of your paintings? 400 kronen. Etiquette for a newcomer, I suppose. But I think they're worth much more than that. You must have legs of steel. How are we progressing? Again, I see layers, but one eludes me. Ah, the investor's nightmare. What is the balance sheet hiding? I hope you won't be disappointed. Will you allow me to see the painting? Yes. I'm sure it came out well. I think you give me too much credit, Markert. That statement does not come easy. There definitely are. To one who deals in credit. I hope that you are pleased. Indeed, yes. You have remarkable talent. Yet you remain unsatisfied? I know something is missing. I understand. We are very much alike, you and I. I have the better sense of humor. But we are perfectionists, always striving for more. I thank you. Show it at the salon, then have it sent to the bank. Hours later? Question mark. No, not again. Happened again? How long? Hours gone. What the heck? Where? This is so creepy. I took it off the wall, but I can't bring myself to throw it out. What did I see in her? To escape her life? Someday. What I see in her? Sadness. A life, a harsh reality. Doesn't capture them. I was always looking for ways to paint what I see. That single one is worth finishing. Maynard Moritz, a rarity among bankers. He cares about those who trust their money to him. I was so close to uncovering that last layer, his true self. What made him able to see himself in others' shoes? Should I take it to the salon? Maybe Fräulein Launenzak knows how. I could improve it. Come what may, I must take it to the salon. Tools! My paints and brushes are willing colleagues. I must do them justice. I've been looking for something similar, but no one seems to see people like I do. Herr Moritz, he mentioned he wanted to purchase some of my sketches. Maybe there's something in here. These are from the session with the young composer. I could see some of her layers when talking to her. Even before painting, she was under pressure. She felt like she didn't belong. Like she wasn't good enough. Might fetch a good price, but it might be too personal, too revealing. Oh, I got another thingy list. Traces of silence. Find all the references to Wilma. Inspect. She was one of the first I talked to, pretending to be someone she wasn't. Didn't paint her, but I could still make a few kronen by selling this. I remember this session. He was a funny gentleman. I wonder if Moritz has something like this in mind. So weird, like, is this his hand? Obviously, Wilma's going to sell for the most. Also, it's like some creepy thing. I again find myself lying there with hours lost. Triggers my blackouts. I don't know, it could be this really weird, like, outline here. Vienna! There's barely a soul out there. Vienna, so many layers waiting to be painted. Right. Alright. Let's leave, I guess. So, our friend Franz Markert is a little creepy. The following morning. My apartment. I don't need to go back there at the moment. Yeah, this game's a little creepy. Herr Reynard Moritz, the banker. Alas, I wasn't able to capture his sense of humor. Yep, it's a lady. Rette. Hello, Fräulein. Oh, hello. I'm happy I didn't have to chase after you today. I have no idea what you mean. You've brought a painting? Yes, it's over there, as you can see. Oh, I didn't notice. You just assumed you could bring it here? I'm sure I've improved over Woman with Violin. And you would like me to verify that? Yes. Unfortunately, I'm already late for another engagement. Jerky sounds yummy. I want some beef jerky. No, no, please tell us what you think. Yes, please don't disappoint us. You've caught something of him, something perhaps surprising to those who don't know him well. I did my best. Yes, perhaps. You approve then? While it is better, it doesn't really do him injustice, does it? I know I've known him for years. There's much more to him than you show in this painting. A certain veneer, but lacking depth. Yes, I can see the problems now. I realize I still have much to learn. You're not being truthful with the brush. You must think outside your own experience. Go out into the real world. Try to see real people. Abandon this bright bauble of high society. Yes, so very bright, if only for a time. And go where? Huh. Ask your grandfather. My grandfather? Yes. He climbs mountains. He knows what it's like to feel the sharp rock biting into his hands, the black earth under his fingernails. He knows the real world. Yeah, I almost want to go back and try it again, but... But even he says I wasn't able to capture his sense of humor. Joseph's apartment. Grandfather, I need your help. Fraulein told me to experience the real world. I don't know what that means. You know her very well. What do you think she meant by that? Meet me at the market later. I'll show you. Oh, found the market. And the cafe. Oh, we said to grandfather we would meet him at the market. No, I don't think it's made by Telltale. I'm pleased you asked me to meet you, but something is on your mind. Oh, that was grandfather. What can I do for you, my boy? A lion told me to speak to you. Do you need someone to tell you when to see me? No, of course not. She wants you to lecture to me. How can I help? What do you think the real world is? For me, the real world is the north face of Palo Alto. The upper end of the overhang from the foot of the rock face. For it is 40 horizontal meters. Oh my god. It was first climbed in 1879. I climbed it with Daniele a year later. That's as real as it gets. I thought this market would be real enough for me. Of course it is real. Not like the salon. Their world is made of words. Gret knows this. But the real world, our world, this, is made of deeds. Not as dramatic as my example, but real all the same. I understand that, Granddad. Well then, let's see if you do. Look over there. The woman at the vegetable stall. What do you see? She looks familiar. She must have been beautiful when she was younger. That's Madame Erika Thernhardt. She was once a famous actress, wasn't she? She still is. One of the most beautiful women to have ever breathed. You know her? I did. Once upon a time. Before I met your grandma. I can wait here if you'd like to talk to her. Speak to her, Franz. This may sound strange to say this of an actress, but she is one of the realest people you will ever meet. But why won't you come too? You go. Please. I'm not in the mood for political banter, especially when it involves meat prices. Oh! I accidentally left. Not a worry in the world. Won't get through there. Yum. Tulips. Lots of other flowers. Policeman. A policeman. Herbalist, what can I do for you? Do you have art supplies? I'm an herbalist. I don't deal in canvases. But you're in cures and creams and stuff. I do, however, have a special kind of color. Mix it myself. I'm saving it for a master painter, a great artist. Someone like Klimt. So, about that color. Yes. I would like to buy it. It's not for sale. I will only give it to a true master painter. That's a lot of vials. Ah. Excuse me, Madame Thernhout. Oh, why hello there, Schnuckle. Forgive the intrusion. Forgiven. Didn't I see you at the Berg Theater last week? Front row? Yes, I was there. It wasn't our best night, but what can you do? What indeed? My name is... You must see my next piece. Schnitzler. How the heck do I say this? My lisp is coming out. Schnitzler. They say it's forbidden in Germany. So much is. Yes, I'll be sure to see it. My name is... No, now don't tell me. You sent chocolates to my dressing room, perhaps? Is that her, like, eating the chocolates? Schnitzler. Well, actually, of course I wasn't able to eat them. I'm on a strict diet, always. You have to look good, especially for the boys in the front row. That's why I'm at the stall. Ah, madame, such a celebrated actress. Anything you want. Half price? Now, Schnuckle. What did you say your name was? My name is Franz Markert, if you would let me tell you earlier. But no, you can't be. You're too young. My grandfather told me he knew you. Your grandfather? Joseph. Yes, how silly of me. How is Joseph? I don't suppose he still climbs? I don't think he'll ever stop. And your grandmother? She passed away a few years ago. The herbalist. I must not forget to stop by the herbalist. What the heck? I know, right? I'm like, how does she not see him? Maybe he's like hiding somehow, like the stalls? I don't know. Well, are you coming? What the heck, lady? I'm not carrying your stuff. Yo, this lady's nuts. Oh my goodness. forgot for a moment there was an actual German and hahaha. Schnitzel. This schnitzel. Is it good? It's good to see you, Madame Thurnhold. Hard. Oh my goodness, I can't. Words. Let's see. What do we have here? Well, I can't make up my mind. Old lady. What are your choices? The green, the blue, or the red one? What do you think? What are you looking for? Would you read the labels for me? My eyes. The red is foot bathing powder, and the blue is exotic skincare, and the green says anti-aging gel. I have all of them already. You don't need them. Liar. Your Franz Markert, the painter? Yes. Would you paint me? I'm asking because I feel you understand me. I might. But if I did paint you, I would paint you as you are, not with all this. Why? Your beauty has only grown with time. You would paint me for who I am? You would paint me? Lady. Yes. If you would only let me. When will you decide? Soon. Before the day is out. I will make a decision over luncheon. As will I. Thank you. And tell your grandfather over there to come visit me. It's been too long. Okay, well apparently she did say it. Schnitzel. She wants you to visit her. She saw me? Yes. Oh, I have an engagement at my club, old climbers sharing lies. Have fun. Was it of help to you, seeing the real world? I don't know. Take care, my boy. Too much meat. Everything from artichokes to zucchini. Old lady. Can't see what she's selling. Alright, exit the market. We're gonna go eat lunch, right? Cafe. Was everything to your liking? Yes, delicious. Anything else for you, mein Herr? I'm fine, thank you. Would you look at my equations? I value your opinion. What's this supposed to be? If you like. But I assure you this is outside of my expertise. Thank you, Ninner. What is a Ninner? We're a good friend. Excuse me, waiter. What can I do for you? I would like some coffee, please. Certainly, what kind? What? Okay, this is milk coffee. What is melange? Berlangter. Oh no. Grossbrauner? Grosserbrauner? Erlangerter. Milk coffee. Delicious. Mathematicians. What an extraordinary face. Wonder what they're discussing. Big brown, blanche, milk coffee, long coffee. I was too slow. Subject that man would make. I must paint him. Gentlemen, please pardon me for the intrusion. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Franz Markert. The artist? Sir, this is an honor. What can we do for you? It is your friend here. Air? Shell. Emil Shell. You must forgive me. I have been studying you from across the room. Oh? The layers of you are contradictory somehow. Layers? Contradictory? Not at war with one another, but a duality. Changing. At first I thought one thing, but later I saw another in conflict with the first. Changing, you say? I must paint you. I would be honored. Excellent. I need to take care of something first. Of course. The last one was I changed my mind. Schnuckle. I want to paint this lady. I want to paint you. Please meet me at my workshop at Hollandstrasse 10. How exciting. I will be there soon. Okay. I know, right? I know that he wanted to paint the masked magician really bad, but I want to paint the lady. She seems nicer. Strasse. Stage is set. All props are in their expected places. Madame Thernhold, a veiled woman, enters stage left. Please have a seat, Madame Thernhold. Hard. Like I ate too much candy in the top of my mouth. It was like... numb or something. Madame Thernhold sits and demurely arranges her skirt. She speaks. You look so tired, Schnuckle. I noticed it in the market too. Are you well? I haven't been sleeping. Would you like to postpone? I am at peace when I paint. Very well. Is this how you would have me pose? Would you remove the veil, please? I wore it for the street only. I still have my vanity, I'm afraid. There now. No artifice. No subterfuge. I am as you see me. This is the woman I must paint. Just imagine her a few pounds lighter, would you? Your voice, you remind me of a surgeon. So calm. It won't hurt, will it? You promise me? I promise. If I may ask you questions while I paint? Now you sound like Freud. Do you know Freud? Someone else compared me to him at the salon. He has helped me many times. I seem to collect neuroses like souvenirs from the characters I play. Hours later. Act 2. The young painter looks haggard. His model looks as fresh as a tulip bud. Your voice is very melodic. Thank you. I always enjoyed emphasizing the different voices of my characters. Is there a role that you hated playing? Quite a few, to be honest. At the start of my career, those were some poor choices on my part. Regarding roles, that too. What is your principal vice? Schnuckle, really? What kind of question is that to ask a lady? Oh, never mind. I'm an actress, not a lady. Is it sex? Sex is delightful. Or she's like sitting like fancy, but it's not a vice. It's like breathing or eating or good reviews. Yeah. Is it alcohol? Drink can be a convenient companion at the moment, but it would never be a friend. Is it gambling? I've only gambled on love. Once I thought I'd won, but it wasn't to be. What is it then? Why, gluttony, of course. I'm surprised you can paint me and still need to ask. Hours later, Act 3. The actress feels the layers of her psyche beginning to be peeled back like an artichoke, one of the many vegetables she hates. Apropos, when we met at the market, you said you knew Granddad. Were you and Granddad in love? That's not a question I'm prepared to answer, Schnuckle. I'm almost finished, and... your beauty is here on the canvas. Hesitates. I've seen more layers within you than any of my earlier models, but I know I'm missing something. Is this why you can't sleep? It's worse than that. I have blackouts. And I have this feeling that I'm empty. I have no layers at all. I'm one of 3 sisters. I don't understand. No, my sisters are strong. Admired. Great women. It was easy to tell when we were children. They were destined for great things. I was not. But you are a great actress. To many in Vienna's society, there is no such thing. Much think us little better than whores. There is no in-between. This is new. God, it's new. It is not new. It has been like that for ages. No, I see more. No, come back. No, it's gone. I've lost it. It's gone. Curtain. Oh boy, he did it again. Maybe hours later, question mark? I finished the painting at dawn. Oh, it is near dawn again. Lost an entire day. My fate awaits me. Something I couldn't capture. I can see it's missing. And full of love, and there was something I couldn't capture. Oh man. Get some sleep, dude. The following morning. Because it's dawn, but like... shop? Empty. Did I take it to the salon while I wasn't looking? Oh wait. Oh, that was the sleep. Marvelous. She was flirting with me. But was that part of her personality? She was a woman full of love. Will I ever know it? Herr Klimt, please excuse my appearance. Look terrible, Margaret. Whatever is the matter? Tired. Just a little tired. Tired? Did you allow me to paint you? I'll call it The Walking Dead. Haha! Have you seen Fraulein? I doubt she knows you've brought another painting. I'll telephone her. Are you alright? I'm fine. Oh yes, clearly you're fine. Well, maybe not fine. What happened to you? It happens every time. What do you mean? I lose hours, they're just blank. When does this happen? After every painting? You need a doctor. I just need some sleep. No, you need Freud. We're gonna go see Freud. Dr. Freud's off. Oh boy! It's Freud. Just keep talking. About what? Anything that comes to your mind. Pictures, words, stories. I see people in layers. You mean like onions? No. What do these layers look like? It depends on the... Some look like the person. Some look entirely different. More like a symbol. It's hard to describe. Naturally. If it were easy, you wouldn't need me. They shift in and out of my perception. What? Well, what do you think they stand for? Aspects of their personalities. Do you see your own layers? No. Why not? I don't have any. Rubbish. As a child, I looked for them in the mirror. Wrong mirror. Wrong mirror. What does that mean? I don't know. It sounded good. I've never been able to see them. Ah, that's different. Do you see layers in people? I wouldn't call them that. What do you call them? We're not here to discuss me. We're here to discuss you. They're like this, I think. Hey, thanks. I don't know what you want me to say. Many of my patients find it hard to talk about themselves. What do you do? I kick the furniture after they leave. Does that help? No, it hurts like hell. But it's better than me kicking them. If they won't talk, how can I help? I've had blackouts. Wonderful! Right? I've been having blackouts? Well, that's great! No, they aren't. Wonderful that you're talking. Not the blackouts. What typically happens on days when you lose time? Auto leaves. Sometimes happy, sometimes not. Exactly like my patients. Sometimes happy, sometimes glaring at me with murder in their eyes. A few days later. Have we been talking here for like days? Let's pick up where we left off in the last session. You paint your portraits. What happens after your patients leave? There's something else, but I can't see it. I spoke with Madame Fernhardt. She told me she was a patient of yours. Oh. She mentioned... Wait! Something just happened. Please share it. I want to be excited too. I saw a layer. My layer. Reflected in my glasses. Me symbolically seeing into your soul. I'm not even looking at your glasses. I'm not even looking at you. Oh. Well, that's disappointing. Where did you see it? Right above there, around me. A secret desire, perhaps? My own lair. That's the first time. Days later again? What did Madame Thernhardt tell you? She wondered about the second easel in your workshop. What second easel? It had a canvas on it, covered by a sheet. There's no second easel in my workshop. Well, in that case, I won't suggest you immediately go to your workshop and rip off the sheet. You're not making any sense. My god, it just happened again! I saw another one of my layers. Go to your workshop, Margaret. Rip off that sheet, if you can. It's all downhill from there. This is creepy, man. Oh wait, Dr. Freud's office. Was that there before? No, it's not creepy now, and it's been creepy, but no weasel. The layers, they're gone. What the hell? Covered painting. It's me. My god. I've been trying to find my layers. But I saw them. They're there. It's me. Is this what I've been painting during my blackouts? I've tried to find the layers that resonate within me. It's far from complete. Time to finish this, but no rushing this time. This figure bears the closest resemblance to me. During my sessions with Freud, I saw my own layers. For a very short time. Can I bring them out again? They show. Can you talk to me about others? Hours later. Is that Pair of Words? This feels familiar. Other people. He cares about those around him. And I too. My models. I want them to feel safe when I paint. I want them to be understood, to open up. Hours later. Yo, is this guy getting some sleep? This figure reminds me of Madame Thernhardt. I enjoyed painting her so much, but there's also something about myself, something we share. Healthy appetite? When's the last time I ate something? No, that can't be right. Hours later. A sleek figured painter. Hard to make out what this is supposed to be. No wonder. The past weeks have been rough. Trying to live up to everyone's expectations, to my own. But in everyone I met, there was a connection. Even with those where I saw no layers, even with, yep, this lady. Behind the harsh critique, she seemed to be concerned. I'd be painting now if it wasn't for her. Aw, man, we only got 3. What if Freud was a painter? Yep, this is me. First time I feel like there's something more to me. got to show them. Show her. This is what's been missing. It's not complete, though. I missed one. Weeks later. To find another model. Finally! I've not heard from you in weeks. Are you alright? What can I do for you, Franz? I have another painting. Well, let me see it. Don't show this to anyone. Some paintings just aren't meant to be seen. Wow! Why? Our audience, they want to see something mesmerizing, something magical. They don't want to peek behind the curtain of mastery. They want the mastery to remain a mystery, unachievable. Don't show them the journey. Show them the destination. This painting, it's a journey through and through. What happened in the past weeks? I started working on a new painting. It's going to be glorious. Looking for Gret. She comes by from time to time, but not as often as she used to. Is something wrong? Maybe. I don't know. The adventure, the titillation, are gone. She has seen it all. And with you not coming here anymore. Anyway, you know where she lives? If I did, why should I tell you? I don't know. Then why ask? I could come back to the salon. I think you'd profit more from this salon than the other way around. I think it would be best if you left. There's a lot on my mind as it is. Take care, Markert. Oh, okay. Bye. He's just jealous that people like me more than him. Veen. Is she here? A slice of ham. Good. A kilo. Better. It's meat. So much meat. It's a pig head. Oh my god. There's a sale on artichokes. Lady, I can't see what she's selling. Tulips. And lots of other flowers. Hey, Granddad! When did you get here? Oh, Franz! What a surprise. Are you alright? What are you doing here? What are you doing here? Just browsing? At the flower stand? Let's talk about you. How are you? I feel fantastic. I started a new undertaking. Well, not new, precisely. I attempted this many years ago, but couldn't finish. You seen Gret? What do you mean, my boy? Klimt said she hasn't seen her in weeks. Now that you mention it, I haven't talked to her in a while. Why are you looking for her? I painted myself. I found myself. I have to show her. Hold on a second. What is this all talk about finding yourself? I wasn't feeling good, but now I'm well again. I was just wondering... You're right. This is very odd. No letters, no phone calls. Franz, can you pay her a visit to make sure she's alright? Of course, Granddad. Here's her address. Thank you, Granddad. That wears from the bears from the world. What can I do for you? About the color? Yes. I'm a great artist. And a modest one, too. What's your name, oh great artist? My name is... Gustav Klimt. No, it isn't. Please, stop wasting my time. Okay. About that color? Yes, I'm a great artist. And a modest one, too. What's your name, oh great artist? My name is... Oh. Franz Markert. Markert? Never heard of you. Please, stop wasting my time. Okay. About the color! Yes, I'm a great artist. And a modest one, too. What's your name, oh great artist? Claude Monet, of course, risen from the dead. Rejuvenated as if one of my potions. Your French accent can't be overheard. That means I won't give you my color. Please stop wasting my time. But I want that color. Yes, I'm a great artist and a modest one, too. That's right, I'm modest. I'm Oscar Kokoschka. Name sounds familiar. Oh yes, I've heard your hairstyle caused quite the uproar with a clean-shaven head like that. It's quite uncommon. Wait a minute. Your hair is still on your head! Please stop wasting my time. Okay. Yeah, I guess we're not getting the color right now. The hall. Freud's office. Oh. Oh, it was the church. Oh! Oh, it was right there, like, highlighted. Red's apartment, the same afternoon. This is her. What are you doing here, Franz? What do I want from her? Why bother her? Is this not it? This painting? Knock, knock, knock. Who's there? It's me. How did you find me? My grandfather. Ah. What can I do for you? I wanted to thank you. What for? Rescuing me? I only did what was necessary. Your future is up to you, Franz. Would you let me paint you? Do you think you're ready? No! As ready as I'll ever be. Although your layers are difficult to uncover. So be it. If you choose me as a model, I will help you uncover me. I've painted a new portrait. A self-portrait worthy of Van Gogh. The cost was high, but I would have never survived if I had not painted it. I'd like to buy it. It's yours. You've already given me more than I can ever repay. Thank you. That's all I wanted to say to you. Goodbye. Wait. Will you stay for tea? I'll stay as long as you'll have me. Fraulein... name I can't say. My friends call me Gret. Launica. Gret. Greta? Greta? Oh, Greta! Sounds like a name that would be real. What the heck? They got rid of the market? So... Oh, is it nighttime? You've found reality after all. I found myself. Would you let me paint you, Granddad? Do you feel you're ready, grandson? I'm as ready as I'll ever be. Would you paint me in my prime, scaling the Piu Alto? No, I'd paint you as you are in your prime today. So be it. If you choose to paint me, I'd be honored. Granddad! Wait up! Who shall I paint? What? Oh man! What? I have to choose? No! I don't want to choose! Because obviously I want to choose Grandpa over some lady. But this guy needs to get a girlfriend. crap. What do I do, guys? Who the heck do I paint? Greta? Or Granddad? Yeah, this guy needs to get a girlfriend. Flip a coin! At a reasonable game will let you. But I can't just I can't just save here. I would have to replay the whole chapter again. This chapter was long. This guy needs some painting session. Alright, Greta it is. Greta. So be it. Even though he's totally painting alone. The end. Finn. True. She did say she would help. "44% also gave the portrait to Clint. 57% also painted the banker's portrait. 66% also painted the actress's portrait. 35% also won Greta's affection. But how many people painted Greta? In the next episode of The Lion's Song, a mathematician like me? Ha 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 ha. A bright mind with a bold heart. I hate math! I'm gonna kill you, little kid. Must hide her true self to be heard. The Lion's Song, Episode 3. Derivation. Yo, who's this lady's? Oh, it's a guy? Anyway, they're sleeping. Additional libraries. Okay. No math. Too bad. Oh, 79% of people also chose to paint Greta. Alright, let's start. Vienna Central Station. I think this is a train. My train. This is my train. You're drunk. Yes, we're all drunk. What is your point? We've been drunk for hours. Didn't you notice? Here now, what's this? We're seeing our friend Theodore off. We've been saying goodbye since... What is today? He's not getting anywhere unless he boards the train. Would you like some help with the steps, sir? Leave me be. I'm perfectly capable of climbing a couple of steps. Bye, chums. Excuse. This is a train moving. Ta-da! Would you like to take your suitcase with you, sir? Very well, if you insist. All aboard! All aboard for Viner. How the heck do I say these words, man? Oh, jeez. This is Wiener Zyla. Thank you. Earlier that afternoon. This is the coffee shop. Excuse me, I'm looking for the Radius. I'm not sure I understand, madam. The mathematician's circle. I'm working on this theory of maintained, and what would a young woman like you want with such an august group of gentlemen? I must speak with Professor Zaylor. Professor Zaylor cannot be disturbed while they are in session. It is very important I see him. I'm sure you may think that. But no one disturbs the Radius while they are in session. But, madam, this is a cafe. The patrons are lining up behind you to eat. In that case, I would also like to eat. Please show me a table. Certainly. If you will step to one side, I will see to these people who have been waiting so patiently. Then I will seat you. Wow. I'm pissed at this scene. But this is the 1800s. That's definitely like the bathroom. Oh, the Radius. Because it was the... Yeah, okay, anyway. No one. Solved it this week. Have you forgotten? Theorem? Madam, you cannot be in here. This is a private gathering. I am here at Professor Zaylor's invitation. You must be mistaken. These are mathematicians. As am I. Please announce me. My name is... Oh, not another name that's hard to pronounce. Once you understand that, the solution is child's play. Yes, we have dined. You know better than... Mumble mumble. Crap. Regnitzek? I don't recall... Professor Saylor, I am a mathematician like you. I wrote you regarding Den's recent proof about Hilbert's third problem. There is some mistake. This is a private discussion of higher mathematics. My letter, name-dropping, young woman, is not going to get you anywhere. Mathematics is a complex subject entirely unsuitable for women. Your brains are domestic, not logical. Please escort this woman out, waiter. And see to it that we are not disturbed again. There, you see? Do you want to get me fired? Please leave at once. Mathematician, like me? Ah, 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 ah. I know, right? The guy, like, covered in smoke. My apartment. I'm Nicole. I just moved into the suite on the 4th floor. What is your name? Emma. I live behind that door you're blocking. My parents are in France. I hate my governess, Frau Schmoll. That's all there is to know about me. Why do you hate your governess? She yells at me all the time. She makes me study stupid things. She's not my parents. How's that? I'm sure she's not that bad. Nicole! It's time for your music lesson! I need to go before Frau Schmoll finds me. It's cute. It's very nice meeting you. I'm glad that you will be my friend. Bye, Nicole. Recti check. Lion Song, Episode 3, Derivation. Hey Felly, what's up? My apartment. Wrecky pronunciation. A state of change can be maintained, I'm sure of it. But how can I prove it? Ah! Mathematician. Like me? Ah ha 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 ha. Yes, I am just a woman. But I have a new idea. No one will listen. No one cares. It's just the beginning of the... I know it is. There has to be a solution. My clothes only take up one side. Hello, Emma. Yes. Package for Emma. That is me, thank you. From the hospital. Box. What's in it? Good. A letter. Dear Fraulein, we regret to inform you that your father, Jean... Wrecky pronunciation! Succumbed to tuberculosis early Friday morning. Oh man. As you are aware, his illness was not responding to treatment, and this is the inevitable outcome. We wanted to assure you that he passed peacefully in his sleep, and just the previous evening his thoughts were of you. That's really sad. We know you share something about being in a better place, where his suffering is finally at an end. As you know, your father requested his clothing and personal effects be kept for you. We have therefore included them in this box. Have our sincere condolences for your loss. Dude, aren't these the glasses of the guy who died? Or who was in the... No, that guy's name was something else. In sympathy. Johann Klinger. Senior Physician. Sanatorium. Salzburg, Austria. Yeah. It's really sad. It's your fault, Father. You raised me to believe in myself. You believed in me, but now you are gone. What good is it if no one else does? You can do it, lady. I believe in you. Hours later. Box? Deep sigh. Need to put its things away. Stop. Hey, Royal Blue. The next morning. I can't make any headway. It's no use. I have to get to the library. I'm late already. Maybe I could think more clearly. I wasn't drowning in memories. Papa. I don't know how to continue. Father left me his clothes. Hello, Emma. Another chair. Another chair. You sit in the chairs. Cafe. My apartment. Danube Canal. Ooh, swans! Volksgarten. People's Garden. So many statues and monuments. Parliament. Palace Athene. A woman right before the building, not inside of it. I feel like there's another one somewhere. Oh, here we go. Bossier Barracks. Yeah, it makes a sound when, like, you find something. Father told me that they originally built the barracks to protect the inner city from revolting workers. Parliament. Volkswagen. Barracks. Cafe. Library. My apartment. Oh, here we go. Korfberg. The Emperor is in. I'm not allowed any closer. I feel like there's gotta be more around here, but I can't find any. Oh well. Work at the library. Vienna University Library. This could indeed be the correct beginning, but how to continue? How can I observe functions of change? No. Apparently I don't need to reverse. I'm returning Boy's Own Adventure. It was so exciting! Pirates and soldiers and mountain climbers! Your book is overdue, young man. That will be 2 kronen. Sorry. Thank you. Good day. Small boy swallowed some coins and was taken to a hospital. When his grandmother came to see how he was, a nurse said, "No change yet." Why can't I see it? State of change. It's like... a cooling pretzel fresh out of the oven. A state of change is like a leaf falling suspended in the air. Falling leaf suspended in air. State of change is a full-speed train with the brakes slammed on. State of change is a cooling pretzel fresh out of the oven. I'm gonna go with this one. I feel like that's right. It's a fitting image. Excuse me. Is this a good book on gardening? My roses are being difficult. The Art of Formal Gardening by Carl Dorn. Yes, madame. Professor Dorn is a noted botanist. Nothing I try is correct. Just don't know how to continue. Almost done with work. Botanist, that's right, thanks. Almost done with work for the day. Maybe I should get something to eat and try again tomorrow. Yes. Some food from the market should change things. I'll quickly put these away. Half an hour later. My desk. My desk, not much else to it. Reading man. He's reading a physics book. Forest of bookshelves. That's the row for books on chemistry. That's the row for books on physics. That's the row for books on biology. That's the row of books. That row of books runs parallel to the exit of the library. We only put books there if they are not very valuable. Leave the library. Market. I could have sworn this was the way to the market. I wonder. Women can't be mathematicians. Is it possible I could fool them? But how could I? Father, your clothes. You left them to me. Oh, Father, you left them to me! Enter. It wouldn't do for a lady of my age to enter unaccompanied. Wow, that's such. Thank you, kind sir. Wowra. Fashion for men. So we're gonna get fashionable for men? Father's left me his clothes. I could use them to pose as a mathematician. They're at the wardrobe at home. Papa's clothes. I can use them to pose as a male mathematician. Finally get access to the radius. Let's see. I don't think so. Yodel. Yes! These will make me harder to recognize. These pants will do nicely. I refuse to wear that old thing. This will look sharp. I don't think that fits the outfit. That will get too hot. I'll start sweating. I won't be able to take anything off. Perfect. I can push my hair into the hat. Perfect. It's a bit big, but I think it'll work. That should do. What about the Math Male Ninja style? I can leave the outfit on these chairs. I can shape my hair to look like sideburns. Hello. Ooh. I have it. Hello, Emile. Tomorrow. I'll leave the radius speechless. Oh! The mathematician that the painter saw was her! Next day. Now, the Radius will receive Emil. Oh, I can see a couple of lipids on her. What? People's Garden. So many statues and monuments. I should visit the Radius. Yes, would you like to buy some meat? Is that a pig's head? It is, yes. Are you squeamish? Of course not. Would you like to buy it? No. I would like to buy some meat. Half a kilo of beef, top round. Vegetable vendor. How about some hearty vegetables, dear? Does it say, apologies, what does it say on this blackboard? Oh, is it not readable? I thought it was very well written. It says... 125 grams of chanterelles for 50 heller. 250 grams of boletes for 1 krone. I see, thank you. But why the potato drawing at the top? Potato? That's a mushroom. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me see what you have there. 125 grams of chanterelles, please. Oh yeah, lady, what are you selling? Yes! I would like to speak up, dear! I would like to buy something! Alright, what do you want? What is a crab fin? Pretzel, I know what a pretzel is. What is a striezel? Well, I had to sound like an old lady. Did I do good? 1 crab fin, please. Those are flowers. Daffodils! Give me some daffodils. Oh, it's Klimt. I heard you are selling some special paint. My name is Gustav Klimt. I'm sure you've heard of me. Or Klimt, what an honor. To think of a man of your caliber would visit my humble stall. Yes, I have a very special paint. You, of course, can have it for free. I would be honored if a master painter like you would like to use my paint. Thank you. Oh yes, this looks very good. I will put the paint to good use. Can I interest you in anything else? I have... No, it's alright. Hi, herbalist. Hi there, welcome. What exactly are you selling? I sell all kinds of useful things. Cures, ointments, and curiosities. For example, maybe I could interest you in this exotic powder. Ground bone of a colorful beast. It invigorates and rejuvenates. No, the effects are well worth the price. To be blunt, this sounds very weird. Do people actually buy this? I know, no need to be rude, I assure you. Men of all walks of life buy from my stall. Well, if you're not going to buy anything, please make room for customers that do. Well, Xcodes, I'm glad that you felt like you were talking to an old lady on the telephone. Good afternoon, sir. I believe you are new to our cafe. How can you tell? Oh, I never forget a face. Extraordinary. Well done. How may I assist you? I am Emil, Schnell. Shell. A visiting mathematician from Berlin. I was told I must introduce myself to the gentleman of the radius. Berlin, how wonderful. Unfortunately, you are the first to arrive. What do you suggest, my dear sir? Of course you are welcome to wait for them in the back room. Do you see the door? Ah, the radius, yes. Very clever. Ah, I thank you. Or the couple. She's winking my direction. Frick. There's no more room for my code. Then again, I'm not so enthusiastic about removing a layer. I certainly wouldn't be allowed to join them. Would you like some coffee? Yes, please. No milk, no sugar. Certainly. Another fabulous mustache. Not really interested in theater. There's enough dress up in my life as it is. Mountain painting. Painting up to mountains. The label reads Pio Alto. Look like anything to me. Looks cozy. Empty fireplace. Someone drew a pie in the ashes. It's a picture of the members of the radius. Strangely deformed seat. My god. That is an impressive buttock impression. I wonder whose seat this is. Problem of the week. Keeping their minds active. The puzzles posed by Zoller, no doubt. Intriguing. This week it's about the origin of the number pi? Pi. No. I must prove myself by solving this. Pi. The radius. I picture it like that, and it becomes fairly obvious. Pi is the key to the circle. Yes. No, I tell you, that won't work either. The Euler method only works up to a certain point. You never agree with me. Zoller himself couldn't find anything. What have we here? A visitor. You must forgive me, gentlemen. I hope what I have written here can serve as a calling card. It can indeed, sir. Where's the smoker guy? That is quite remarkable. Gernot Zoller at your service, and you are? My name is Emil Schell. From the Friedrich Wilhelms Universität in Berlin. I thought I knew most of the fellows at the University of Berlin, but feel welcome, sir, to the Radius. You obviously belong. Wow. Oh, there he is. Oh, hello. Rubbish! Arguing. I don't want to intrude. Let me introduce myself. My name is Emil Schell. Rausch. A pleasure to make your acquaintance here, Rausch. What is your field of expertise? Complex analysis. Number theory. A prime combination. Your fields of expertise, prime? No. That's downright nonsense! Wow. I'm looking for help with my current thesis. Topic. Functions of change in conjunction with times and states. Not my area of expertise. Bye. I did try. I don't want this guy to help me. Ah, Shell! What is your area of expertise? What? Tell me. Do you know many lecturers at Berlin University? Do you keep in touch with them? Some of them. I was always busy with my... Do you know Robert Koch? I'm just asking because... never mind why. Do you know him? No, I'm sorry. Oh, that's a shame. Robert Koch. I should look up that name when I get home. In case it's important for my rooms. Do you teach at the I attended the University of Berlin. Studied under the great Karl Weierstrass himself, or Weierstrass, whatever. A gifted man, of course. And me, of course, his best student. There were others. That Russian woman. She wasn't even allowed to audit classes, but never mind that. Surely you know Weierstrass as well. Father of modern analysis, they call him. Weierstrass. I'd better learn more about my colleagues in Berlin. Of course, but... So you see, I am very selective about the members, the Radius's members. So, Shell, you are professor at the Berlin University? Well, of course you must be, but probably very new to it. Actually, or supply teacher, Herr Zahler. What is it? I would like to talk about my theory. Fine. Let's hear it. Functions of change in conjunction with time and state. Curious. That sounds a lot like my own. Well, I cannot deal with such distractions at this time. I need to work on my own theories, but do ask the other members. They need the challenge. Good day, my name is Emil Schell, and you are? Good day, Herr Schell. My name is Stefan Nenner. You said you're from the University of Berlin? Yes, that's correct. So are you a lecturer as well? I teach at the University of Vienna in the mathematics facility. I look forward to comparing notes. Gladly. What do you teach exactly? I teach discrete mathematics. I also taught a short lesson on something really interesting a few weeks back about a process called Markov chain. I try to broaden the horizon of my students every now and then with new theories. What's a Markov chain? I'm so glad you asked. No one around here seems to be interested in discussing new theories anymore. A Markov chain, as Markov himself describes it, is a process where one state transitions to another, with the probability of the next state depending purely on the current one. Consider a drunkard walking on a numbered line. Each step he moves forward by one step, or backwards by one. So, the next step, or state, depends on his current position, not where he has stumbled already. Correct! Very interesting. I have a question about one of the other members. What do you want to know? Who's the man sleeping in the corner? That's Elric, the doctor in our circle. Why is he sleeping? It was subtle at first. He just fell asleep one time and no one noticed. Now he feels so at home here, he just falls asleep every afternoon. We've known him for so long, we don't really mind. About the two arguing fellows. A Kick and Worm. Excuse me? Those are their names. The one on the left is Nikik. They don't seem to get along very well. Don't worry, they fight a lot. But what about? Math, mostly. Rauk seems taciturn. He wasn't always. He actually has quite a brilliant mind, but he's a horrible teacher. Don't tell him I said that. Tell me about Zoller. What about him? Is he the founder of the Radius? Yes, along with Elric and Rausch. How did the Radius come to be? Well, as far as I know, Zoller was looking for like-minded peoples, sort of elite mathematicians, the best of the best, to exchange opinions and theories on all topics mathematical. He had heard of a circle of mathematicians in London, so he decided to found one himself here in Vienna. His Majesty was intrigued and agreed to fund the Radius as long as it led to mathematical progress. Elric and Rock were quick to join, as were several others. And over time, Verm, then Nikik, then I joined as well. I'm looking for help with my current thesis. What are you working on? Functions of change. I'm looking into the states in these kinds of functions. Intriguing, but I don't think I can be much help with that. My focus is on discrete mathematics, unmoving parts of constant systems. Perhaps one of the other members of the Radius could assist you? But the Markov chain you explained before, is just that, a process of change. Just because discrete mathematics is my something of expertise doesn't mean that I don't enjoy dabbling in all things mathematical, with varying degrees of success. Ha 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 ha. Take care. Tusha. Ha, I found something. You're arguing. I don't want to intrude. Crap in. Shell, what's so interesting about my chair? Nothing. Sorry. Can I just leave, like, whenever? I came here looking for help, but these mathematicians, I'm not certain they can help. If they can't, what will I do? Hope my masquerade isn't a waste of time. Drinking too much coffee can cause a lot of problems. Dude, I like this lady. Thank you for holding the door. Wow. I trust your visit with the Radius was rewarding, Erisha? If I could not remember how I was treated, I would not know to mimic it now. Every change in behavior occurs over time. I'm afraid I don't understand mathematics. You're exactly right. It is mathematics. What is your name? Maurice, sir? Maurice, of course it would be. All Mitras are named Maurice. Maurice, you are a genius. If only my parents had seen that. I need to get out of these uncomfortable clothes. Years ago I would not have known what the ladies of the cafe would have expected of me. But just now I remember the gentleman who once opened the door for me. My behavior changed. That change transpired over time. Every change occurs over time. That's it. Of course. that's it? Huh? Emma? Am I interrupting? No, of course not. Today you look much happier. Today I am happier, Nicole. How are you? The same. I'm always the same. Have your parents returned? Oh, they've gone to Sweden. Nicole! Time for your history lesson! History. I hate history. It never changes. Goodbye, Nicole. Nicole! Days later. So change happens over time. Alright, now I'm on. Concentrate. Every change occurs over time. So, to preserve a state in that change. Good thought. But I'm missing something else. Alright, try something else. To preserve a state in change. Do you have Freud's jokes and their relation to the unconsciousness? Yes, of course. It should be in the psychology section. What about, oh yes. 3 essays on sexuality. There's a waiting list for that one. May I have your name? Name? Oh, never mind. I should try another approach. To preserve a state in change, I need to slow it down? Where and how? Missing. Alright, try something else. To preserve a state in change? How are you today, Frau? Recce pronunciation? Albi! Herr Wittgenstein! I... about your father. I'm sorry for your loss. What can I do for you? I wanted to return Russell's Principles of Mathematics and Prage's... oh, goodness! Grundgesetze der Arithmetik. Were they helpful? I've only read Prage's book. At first I believed the books were in conflict. While I was in England, I studied them again and again. I almost gave up on them. It wasn't until crossing the channel, after putting the books down for a while, that I began to see the commonalities. If only I could find the right words to describe to you what it felt like. If you don't know how to talk about it, maybe you shouldn't. Ha! Whereof one cannot speak. Thereof one must be silent. Good philosophy, Frau Recce pronunciation. Good day to you. Good day, Herr Wittgenstein. Wittgenstein? Wittgenstein. Change in his thinking came from observations. At first he was too close, but then... he changed his perspective. When did Ludwig see the commonalities between the two books? On the ferry across the channel. That's it. His change of mind came about in the few hours between Dover and Calais. This one's really hard. The change can only be observed in a certain time frame. I need to go home and write this down. Thanks to Wittgenstein, I know how to proceed. You should put the books away. "30 minutes later. Leave the library. Okay, we gotta go home. Wittgenstein's thinking changed. Every second? No. I observe the change in a given time frame. A change can only be observed in a given time frame. Of course. I can only see a falling leaf while it's still falling. Time to impress the radius. The whole world is full of math. What surprises wait me today? Look at all this meat and crap I bought. Jeez. As a meal. Change is all around me. Just need to keep an open eye. Good day. Patron. Phew. The average age in here. I wish I had such a magnificent beard. Holy crap. Speaking is hard. The Euler method only works up to a certain point. Nonsense! You've probably just made a mistake somewhere. Why you... Again, no one can solve the problem? Ah, Shell! Why don't you try your luck with this week's problem? Zoller's making them harder every week! Well, of course, so get to it. We're trying to find correlations between primes. Numerology, not my strong point. Question marks? Something here. Ah. Sometimes these straight lines appear. Almost. As if the numbers have a certain pattern to them. Interesting. I think they do. I extrapolate. A new method to find primes? It looks conclusive. So again, gentlemen, our guest from Berlin triumphs. The luck of the Germans is with him. Nonsense! Our colleague has a gift! That is clear. I agree. It's quite remarkable. Gentlemen, gentlemen. It is only in your company that I flourish. Is he trying to ridicule us? No, you misunderstand. You might have already. You just didn't notice, I assure you. From the hospital, sir. Gentlemen, you must excuse me. Herr Shell, would you like to join me outside? Some satorte and coffee, perhaps? My treat. Certainly. I can say that word in Japanese. Satorte. No, don't open a random window in thingies. I accidentally opened my own stream again. Even though I have my thing open. Like I need to hold on, sorry. I need to move my dashboard over. My dashboard open when I stream, but apparently this game has Zoller's butt impression. See? Must be an impressive butt. Seems busy drawing something. I don't want to intrude. Man, I should have drawn, or I should have painted her. What was that all about? Back in the radius. Zoller's sister is terminally ill with tuberculosis. I am truly sorry to hear that. My father died of it. I'm sorry for your loss. Thank you. Father always encouraged me, believed in me. I became a mathematician because of him. I'm glad he did. I'm glad I got to meet you because, oh my god, I'm glad he did. I got to meet you because of him. I can read. I'm intrigued by your notions of change, wavy letters. States of change and the collapse of such states. I admit I'm struggling with it. I might have bitten off more than I can chew. I don't think so. Just wait until we get our cake. I'll show you what it looks like. To take off a bite of more than one can chew. Oh my goodness. Crap, I can read. You look like you're chewing fine. If you really feel that way... I probably shouldn't mention it, but this is Zoller's field too. But he's a proud man and may decline to help. Whatever. I believe he's beginning to consider you a rival. You might try Elric. He's done some similar work. Every time I approach him, I find him asleep. Yes, he does enjoy his afternoon naps. A difficult wall to breach. Would you look at my equations? I would value your opinion. If you like. But I assure you this is outside of my expertise. Thank you, Nenner. You are a good friend. Gentlemen, please pardon the intrusion. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Franz Markert. The artist? Sir, this is an honor. What can we do for you? About your friend here, Shell. Emil Shell. You must forgive me, but I've been studying you from across the room. Oh? The layers of you are... contradictory somehow. Layers? Contradictory? Not at war with one another, but a duality. Changing. At first I thought I saw one thing, but Later, I saw another in conflict with the first. This is really weird, like, how, like, I forgot that he had said these specific things, and they really, really go, like, whatever he's saying right now, go well with what she's trying to figure out. Changing, you say? I must paint you. I would be honored. Excellent. You present a challenge I've never faced before. But I promise you, I will capture you. My workshop is at Hollandstrasse 10. Please come at your earliest convenience. Gentlemen? Pray, continue your luncheon. Bye. I wanna pray. I just wanna eat. So, apparently he's gonna paint her, even though we chose to paint the lady in the beginning. He thought differently about me than in the end. I must leave now. Go along. I might just help myself to another piece of sartorte. I need to go down and go home and write this down. I could just like change it right now. I go back to my apartment apparently. Look at all this stuff I have just like laying there. The painter. When he first observed me, he thought one thing. Then he changed his mind. It was towards the end. He realized something. But it had something to do with the entire conversation. Yes, every change has an origin and a destinated state. A falling leaf starts still attached to its branch. Just a few moments later, it rests on the ground. Finally, I can build a relation between these states in my theory. Yes, it's starting to come together. I can feel it. Oh, to meet the painter, but I may not like this. But not like this. I see. Later, at the artist's workshop. You see far too much, sir. Uh-oh. A few hours later. That did not go as I had hoped. Days later. Weeks later. I'm just gonna go ahead and assume we probably go to the cafe. I have time to pass until the members of the Radius arrive. Good day! Change has a beginning and an end state. What if I can't see the end? Cough. Uh-oh. One dude's here. Where's everyone? Not here. Oh, you know when the others will arrive? Later. Dinner is holding classes. Should be here shortly. Elric is at the library, studying. Nigek and Worm are always late. Not sure about Zoller. Well, a field of expertise is number theory, right? Correct. I would like your opinion on the state of my research. I believe that every change has an origin and a destination state. It matches functions based in complex analysis. Origin plus change equals destination. You are onto something. Something profound. Continue. Thank you, Rock. Did? I guess I'll come back later? Cough. Goodbye. Can I write stuff down? Oh my goodness. I have such a hard time getting out of this room for some reason. Yeah, stupid butt-shaped chair. It's always in the way. Good day, Hugo. How are you doing today? Good day, Urshel. How can I help you? I was wondering. Shell, what a surprise. Oh, hello, Elric. Fancy meeting you here. I came here to get some kind of advantage for the next problem of the week, but even here you best me. You are always fast asleep. I didn't know you cared. Of course I care. 1 minute I doze off while thinking about the solution of the problem. Next I wake up, the problem solved, with you quite smug next to it. How do you do it? Well, the change transpires while you are asleep. Without observation during a time frame, the change must seem instantaneous. Well, yes, but... You're right. If I were awake while you solved the problem, I could observe the change myself. Exactly. You've given me something to think about. I will see you at the later in the radius, yes? Could you please keep it down next time? My desk. I mean, librarian's desk. Ricky pronunciation always messing with my system. Excuse me? Yes, what is it? How are you today? Fine. But my colleague... I wish she didn't mess with my system all the time. Very careless. Maybe I can help? I don't think so. Unless you could see how the system is supposed to work. All seems random. It's not random. Just increase the numbers to 6, then start counting to 0, at 0 again. What? Go ahead, I'm sure it's alright. Really? Goodness gracious. It makes much more sense. Thank you, Air. Shell. Pleasure, Hugo. How did you... Oh, well, no matter. Have a good day, Shell. You too. I was wondering whether you have the book. Oh boy. Every week a problem. Elusive epsilon. Tricky trigonometry. I feel like whatever she's trying to do has part of a solution here. I just don't know anything about what she's trying to do. mathematical wise. Like, what do you use epsilon for anyway? I don't even know what trigonometry is about. Tricky trigonometry. You don't have that one. It's complicated. Anything else? Wondering if you have a book, Elusive Epsilon? Yes, we have it, but unfortunately, I can't seem to find it at the moment. Anything else? Every week a problem? 52 mind-bending problems for the mathematical mind? We had it, but unfortunately it's lent. Anything else? Do you have something from or about... Robert Koch? Let me look that up for you. Oh yes, we have a copy of The Etiology of Tuberculosis. A short article Koch published in the Berlin Clinical Weekly. Thank you, I'll skim through it if that's all. I'll just quickly skim through it if that's alright. So, Robert Koch is a physician and microbiologist. Oh. For his groundbreaking research in tuberculosis, he's received the Nobel Prize in Medicine. So Zoller must have been interested in getting to know Koch because of his ill sister. Anything else? Or about Karl Weierstrass. We have several works by and about him. The most often lent by us is The Theory of Able Functions. What is it about? Well, I'm not an expert on maths, but it seems to be some kind of analytical functions. Interesting. Might borrow it another time. Certainly. Do any of the works mention a lady student of his? One moment. Surprisingly, yes. A woman named Sofia Kovalevskaya. Yeah, sure, totally. Anything else? I really want that book about Elusive Epsilon. Okay. What is the name of the first electricity detective? Sherlock Holmes! Chemistry. Have you heard the one about a chemist who's reading a book on helium? About helium? He just couldn't put it down! What do you call a fish that operates on brains? A neurosturgeon. Better check on the radius then. Gotta share these terrible puns I found. Actually, let's go to the market real quick and see if there's anything there. I don't know why she takes the long way around when she could just, like, here more quickly. No one makes bacon like a Tyrolean. I'd love to buy some meat. Can I have one chicken, please? Let's see, I'd like a kilo of potatoes. One squash. Why not just buy everything? Streusel? And some pretzels. How do you do that? Long years of rigorous training. I don't even need to blink anymore. Always vigilant, always ready. Good day. Good day to you too. Can I interest the fine gentleman in a painting? What do you have for sale? This one might pique the interest of a man such as yourself. Magnificent painting called Deny. It is my most popular, but I only sell my... It is most popular, but I only sell my paintings to esteemed clientele, such as yourself, I'm sure. Here quite often, you must have seen it before from a distance. Well, in any case, thank you, but I'm not interested. Are you certain? Yes? Well, if you should change your mind, you know where to find me. Knows if Danae will be waiting. My paintings sell like hotcakes. Ha 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 ha. I think he stole that from Klimt. Oh well, anyway, let's go to the cafe. Good day. Just imagine, like, I walked in, like, I went and bought, like, a bunch of meat and vegetables. I'm just walking in. I also have pretzels with me. Like, what, man? Oh, well. Have to divide. Ah, Shell. Zoller's at the hospital again, his poor sister. Off. Hey, Bill. Are you alright? Don't worry about the cough, it's just the smoke. Shell? And Omega. Hold on, wait, I got like a... Make sure Ralph is alright. Emil, I'm sorry. Your theory. I feel so far out of my depth. I'm drowning in variables. Forgive me, my friend. I appreciate you taking the time. You have the papers I give you? Now don't be angry. I gave them to Zoller. He's your best chance. Haven't you seen the way he studies me now? How many of them do? They watch every move I make. They want to see me trip up. I'm sure you're wrong. I'd like you to address my class. Me? What could I talk about? Math, you ninny. I wouldn't expect you to expand upon the care and feeding of Lipizzaner horses. Well, will you do it? Let me think about it. Very well, but please say yes before you return to Berlin. Berlin? Oh yes, yes, of course. No, 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 you Serbian fool! Can't you see that the equation is solved? Can't you see all these variables still unsolved? Cough. Gentlemen, why don't you just ask Emil here? I'm sure he can end your disagreement with a single stroke. Where would the fun in that be? Exactly! My god, they've just agreed. They are both right. Here we go again. At first it might be unsolved, but in time it will be finished. What's it? Shell? What? I'm sorry. I can't stay right now. Deed. Maybe he banged it with a piece of chalk and it like screeched awful. It's much too hot in here dressed like this. Nikik and Worm argued whether the result of the equation was already found or not. So given time frame, a change can... Collapse? No. Well, yes, but... Ugh. Be ongoing. At the moment of observation, the change can either be final or ongoing. Yes. Falling leaf doesn't stop falling just because I look at it. But where will the change lead then? Nicole? I, know what this looks like. Yes. The last few weeks, I saw a mister going into your apartment a lot. I thought you were just having an affair with an impossibly handsome man. I didn't understand why you wouldn't introduce me. It would have been difficult. That's for sure. Nicole, give me a moment to change, and then I'll try and explain. Ugh. Well, at least I have lots of goodies and snacks to shut her mouth with. I'm not playing dress up. You are not? Huh? What do you want me to call you then? I'm still Emma. But I feel I'm more than that. I know. I'll call you M. That's what you both have in common. M. I like that. I wish I could go live with Uncle Leos again. We tried, but he was too busy running the inn. I'm sure he would have loved for you to stay with him, if it were possible. Leos. Leos was the guy from the first chapter, like ages and ages and ages ago. Wow. I know. Maybe someday. Right? Where are your parents? New York? Nicole, do you understand why I dress up as a man sometimes? I think so. And I won't tell. You can't do what you want to either. You can't be who you are. Who you feel you are. It shouldn't matter if you have a dream. Everyone dreams. You should have the right, everyone should have the right to try and make their own dream come true. His little stuff. His name means warrior. I wonder if he dreams of being a soldier. He can be, if he wants to. No. He told me he dreams of dessert, mostly. Why must men go to war? I don't know. Anyone who's gotten on the wrong side of Frau Kunster would not want to meet her on the battlefield. There's Miss Dorfel. She's a music student. I bet she dreams of playing in a big concert hall someday. Oh, I think that was the little girl. Whatever. She has a talent women are allowed to have. But did you know that only men can be the first violin in an orchestra? I think we should have lots of dreams. And that all of them should come true. That would be wonderful. Wouldn't it? What's the matter? You look funny. What we become doesn't have to be a single dream. You're right. And a change. Goodness gracious. And a change, the destination could be a set of states. Nicole, you're a miracle. Nicole! Where are you? It's time for your sewing lesson. Sewing? Yuck! What does Nicole like? cooking, maybe? A change has a beginning and an end state. But what if I can't see the end? And we look in the wardrobe. Remember, the destination can be destination state of observation can be a set of states. Of course. If I turn away while watching a falling leaf, it could land, yes, but it could also be picked up by a gust of wind, or disintegrated into dust. Not too likely, I'm afraid. Emma, you're almost there. Almost there. Meanwhile, Kara, I need your help. Advice, once again, dear sister. Ever since childhood, I've relied on you. Can't stop now. It's the strange Berliner who we've allowed into the radius. Vexes me. Days have turned to weeks, and he shows no sign of leaving us. And leave he must. He's a cancer eating at our troop. The other fellows resent him. Each time he solves the problem of the weak, I can see the contempt for us in his eyes. Now this. Benner gave me Shell's current research. It's my field after all. It's my field after all. Shell would never ask me for help. No, you wouldn't let him. Good, Kara. Think I see where he's headed, though. It is a dead end. Think I could help him, but I hesitate. Because I fear him. I fear he will prove it. He's not there yet. One day, sooner rather than later, he could cast all of my work into shadow. I can't allow that to happen, can I? Right, as always, I can't allow it. First, I will appeal to his sense of justice. I may be able to convince him to turn away from this line of research and return to Berlin. If not, I must defend myself. You understand that, don't you? Brother Gernot must defend his honor. Our family honor. I'll go to him. His address is on these papers Ninner gave me. I'll go. Reason with him. And if he refuses to listen to reason, why, in that case, I will destroy him. Uh-oh. The next morning. Those turnips are fresh off the truck. I've never known how to prepare turnips. They're like wood. Ah, you cook? Peculiar. There's a trick, you see. Most people boil the turnips for 40 minutes or so, depending on how big they are, and leave it at that. That softens them up. But you aren't done yet. If you're not careful, they lose their flavor. Another reason I've avoided them. I don't boil, I roast. I cube the turnips and roast them for the same length of time. But there's a secondary step. If you fail to do that, they still will not appeal. I'm not convinced. Just wait, hear me out. When the roasted cubes are soft and golden brown, I toss them with some apple cider and parsley. The vinegar locks in and enhances the flavor. I don't have time for a secondary step. It sounds like it would take ages. It sounds... Wait. To maintain the flavor, a secondary change is required. Now you have it. Why don't you buy one? One. I'll buy two, three. No, a dozen! Now, what did the vegetable vendor said? He talked about maintaining a state. Yes. Was it... What was it he did to keep the flavor in the turnips? Ah. To maintain a state of change. Nicole, I'm glad you're here. We're going to cook delicious turnips. Turnips? You know I hate cooking, Emma. Emma? Shell is... that woman. This changes everything. No, it doesn't. The same evening. Oh boy. We have no weekly challenge this week because Zoller's lost faith in us. Lost faith in you, possibly. Zoller knows that there will always be a place for an applied mathematician like me. Emil? Have you decided, Emil? Will you speak to my class? I will. Thank you. Will tomorrow evening be convenient? My class meets at 7. Yes, my friend, I will be there. Uh-oh. Shell! I've read your research. It is a claptrap. The meanderings of an focused, illogical mind. You are wrong, Professor. I am much further along since I wrote those notes. I can hear the lines sung. I'm very close to a solution. Then let us put it to the test, shall we? A debate at the university at your earliest convenience. If you are man enough. If you insist, then so be it. You are a fraud, Shell. Your hesitation proves it. I'm speaking to Professor Nenner's class tomorrow evening at 7. Will that be soon enough? That will do nicely. But this should not be confined to Professor Nenner's class. We will debate in the main lecture hall, before the mathematics faculty and students of the University of Vienna. Do you agree? I agree. Why, Zoller? You're wrong to do this. All will become clear tomorrow, Nenner. I promise you will be surprised. And then finally, all will be as it should be again. Uh-oh. Your eyes are crooked, lady. Yeah, it's the one lady. Greta? knock. Emil, You forgot to take off Emil's glasses. They make me dizzy if I wear them for too long. It's my father's prescription. Your name is Emma? Grecki pronunciation! The first time I visited the Radius, I was dressed as you see me now. I'm sorry. I remember a brief interruption. A woman. I don't remember what she looked like. There's no reason you would. It was a woman. Does Zoller know? No. No one does except the little girl upstairs. He does, though. Will you come in? It would not be proper. I don't understand. We are friends. Emil and I are friends. You are Emma. The two of us together in your room alone? Wouldn't be right, but I understand, I think. I also am not what I pretend to be. Are you going through with the debate? Oh, yes. I promise you I will be there. Then I hope Zoller doesn't find out. He would crucify you. He already knows. The next evening, I decide to go in an Emma clothes. University of Vienna, 7:02 p.m. He's just smoking like whatever. Where is he? Professor Shell appears to be late. I cannot say I'm entirely surprised, however, we will wait in hope a few more minutes more. Who's that? I think that is Professor Shell. Shell is a woman? Professor Shell. At last we see you in your true colors. That is even your real name. My name is M. M? What sort of name is that? For a woman. Huh? Ha ha ha! A woman! I'm here to debate mathematics, not gender. Gentlemen, I'm sure you agree this farce should be called off. I disagree, Professor. You are a junior professor. You should take care. We disagree. Let her speak! I'm the professor of mathematics. What we teach. What they came here to learn. Would you deny them that opportunity? They will learn nothing here from that woman. Then would you deny them the opportunity to learn from you? We want to learn! Let us learn! I defer to my colleagues. Clap, 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 clap. Gentlemen, the last time I checked, this was an institution of learning. May the students learn? Gentlemen, to avoid a revolution, I suggest we let the debate continue. I agree. So be it. This ends now. I've read your sorry attempts to come up with a theory of change. Maintaining a state of change. Preposterous, is it? What you read was incomplete. I could see that. But where your proof was headed, utterly amateurish. Do you know what they're talking about? Professor Shell's theory. Pay attention. Oh, shut up! I will disprove your theory right here, right now. And I will prove it. Let's begin with the foundations of your, dare I call it, paper. A few minutes later... a number of things to notice about change. First and foremost, change happens over time. Uh-oh. Yet, I don't see it on your side. Imagine a falling leaf. It's falling over time. Oh no, I don't remember everything. That makes sense. She's right. Zeller looks like he's going to explode. Ah, so that's what she meant. Yes, I knew that, of course. The next step, then. Now, hold on just a moment. This point right here. For that to work, you have to have an established range of reference. Not so fast. Is that Professor Elric? I believe so. He's awake. Shell mentioned your exact point long before you did. He did? That is surprising. Yes, that's from my theory. Well, I can't see it here, nonetheless. Only then can you see the states in every change. Uh-oh. I wouldn't want to be her. A beginning? Yes, yes. We know. Moment of observation. At the moment of observation, a change can be final or ongoing. And your time is almost up. For if the change is indeed ongoing, by the time you've finished observing it, it would be final yet ongoing. And that, madame, is what we call a paradox. Oh no, that's it. I feel bad for her. No, M. There it is. Shell. M is a fraud. What happened? That can't be. I was so sure. I saw it. There must be more to it. She was right about the beginning. And the other points. Wait a moment. Now. There's a mistake in your thinking. Mistake? What could it be? If you write it all like this... Oh please, you're making a fool of yourself. Change your perspective, see? I suppose one could. Correct. Zeller, you know it is. Let me... Move over, let me check that. I didn't think of that. He didn't either. That's brilliant. If I stop observing it while it is still falling, the leaf might land on the ground, or it could be picked up by a gust of wind. How poetic. Haha. So you know something about changing, no wonder. You're consistently changing from one disguise to another. What's that got to do with anything? Oh, that is low. Wondering what to wear, I bet. Ha ha ha, terrible, that's not funny. Your little amendum changes nothing. M. You're either one or the other. Two states, nothing in between. There don't need to be only two states. That's what I've been trying to say. During the observation, a change can be final or ongoing. We can't be certain of all states. But I can prove the existence of such states. M. Could you move a little? She's actually doing it. You can understand her? This is getting exciting. Oh, this is nonsense. I've read your paper. Your theory has more holes than Gouda cheese. What a cheesy comparison. Enough of this. This is funny. I know you can't prove it. Your theory was incomplete. Uh-oh. You were nowhere close to the proof. The state of change cannot be maintained. Oh, thinking face. It can be maintained. Changing from Emma to Emile. And from Emile to Emma. A secondary inverse change. I am Emma and Emile. I am Emma and Emile. I am the proof. No. That isn't... He did it! Surprising! She did it! Clap, 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 clap! Magnificent! Clappa! That's... brilliant! I respect your effort, Professor. Without Professor Lawler's help, I would have never arrived at this solution. To a problem that has haunted me for years, he was courageous enough to risk his reputation and face me in a debate in his field. Ask yourselves, how many of you would have been fearless enough to do that? If I were still wearing my top hat, I would take it off and salute him. Now it's time to make peace. Let us be bold in our theories and in who we are. And keep looking for the truth with an open mind. Days later. Right here. When I looked through that window, it hit me. At the time, I couldn't fathom what would happen, of course. My theory of change. My own change. So this is where Shell began. Yes. This isn't easy for me. But I thank you for not ridiculing me in front of the faculty. You are a worthy mathematician. Professor, oh my goodness! Wow. Professor Ricky pronunciation. And my lisp came out. Oh no! Professor. But enough dwelling in the past. We have theories to postulate, you and I. I can rely on you for that? No? As long as our theories stay real. Ha 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 ha. These wordplays are not funny. Am I being too irrational? Ugh. Wait! Not to worry, I still have some more. What have I gotten myself into? Finn. Oh. 90% also spent equal time as a meal. 88% also agreed to being painted. 78% also didn't become friends with Nicole. What? We didn't become friends? I thought we were friends. 33% avoided speaking in front of class. Really? %89 decided to spare Zal or two. In the last episode of The Lion's Song. As the season comes to an end, you're probably all wondering who my last model is. Revisit the creators. Professor Wrecking Pronunciation? How can I help you? Through the eyes of others. Was this scene taken? Episode 4. Closure. Bear Industries! Thanks. Thanks to Annie, Katie, Miss, Paula, Moni, Valerie, Prince of Family, and Paula Gans. Where's the exit? There we go, exit. So, the last, chapter is, hold on, let me look it up again, is planned to come out on July 13th, so I'll play this game again then, but no, it's not done yet, still one more chapter. For those of you who are curious, it was on sale on Steam, and the first chapter is actually free to play, so I don't know, I'll probably play through again on my own time and see, you know, what other kind of derivations I can make, but I'll leave this game for right now like this, so that we can continue where we left off when the last chapter is released. Or I could play it again from the start. Anyway, that is all from me for today. So thank you everyone for hanging out. I'm actually really glad that this game kind of turned out the way it did. It was really weird at the beginning, and I wasn't sure, you know, how it would turn out, but I'm glad that it wasn't super duper weird in chapter 3, because it could have been, and it wasn't, so that's nice, because the other chapters were really weird. Anyway, let me find you guys someone to watch. And, yeah, thank you everyone for hanging out. Let's see. Oh, you know what?